Let me tell you a story. I'm 14 years old, sitting in class while my teacher is presenting the work that we're gonna do that day. While he's doing this, I'm playing video games in the back of the class together with my friends that I don't work with. All in all, you could probably tell that I did not work that lection. Also, at the end of the class, the teacher says, "Okay, class, in 2 weeks from now, we will have an examination of this." Of course, I think that, oh shit, we have an examination of this. Do you think I studied to that? Absolutely not. Maybe I looked at the questions which he gave out in order us to study. Maybe I asked the friends about it, but I did not study at home. When I got home, what do you think I did? What do you think I did? Do you think I put away all the video games, the phone, everything, and studied? Or do you think I started my computer and played video games together with my friends and forgot about that? Sure enough, 2 weeks later, or 1 week, 1.5 weeks later, I realized, oh, we have a test coming up, or examination, whatever you want to say. And I realized that, but when I did, it was already too late. The test I probably got on maybe an E, maximum a C. I never got an A in whole of high school, and today I'm gonna show you how you can excel and defeat all your opponents or your classmates, whatever you want to say. They might be your opponents, they might be your friends. All in all, I'm telling you how to be better than them, and also how you can be the smart guy in the class, whatever you want to say. So, let's start with the problem. I had a video game addiction. Every single class, no matter what it was, unless it was like music, PE, carpentry, unless it was subjects that you really had to work in order to pass, like, well, those that I just suggest. I play video games in all of the other ones. English, math, all of them, you know. So, also, when I wasn't interested in school, which is like normal in today's standard, you know. No one likes school. You're just there because you have to, and then once you quit, you get a 9 to 5, and then, you know, your parents told you that you buy a house, get a family, get a wife, get kids, and then go retire, and then life is good, you know. However, what you don't know is today that does not work. Today that does not work. You will be stuck in a 9 to 5. You will get a loan, and then you will spend your rest of your life trying to pay off that loan. And it's cool. Yeah, you might like it if you like your job. However, most of the job that you're gonna apply and work in are not gonna pay you that well for the work that you do, and you will hate it most likely, unless you do something like a business that you like, entrepreneurship, you know, choose your own path. So what you might do right now is, oh well, if I get an A in all subjects, then I will get a good job. Well, that's not really true either. You know, it doesn't really matter if you pass on with the lowest grade or pass on with the highest grade. Of course, the person hiring, of course, you would choose the better one. However, it's not really much different of the money that you will make once you get out in the real world. Yeah, you know, as long as you don't fuck it up, you know, as long as you listen to the teacher. And I'm gonna show you those solutions in order to be the best in the grade. Now, you might think it's studying in time and everything like that. However, it's the way you study. It's not when you study or how you study, or it's not when you study, it's how you study. I barely studied in high school or anywhere. I barely studied at all. The only thing when I did study was when I knew that we had a test coming up, and it was the last week, and I like remembered it all, and then we had the test. I made it. I completed it, and then I forgot all the next week, and then the cycle repeats. The cycle repeats. Instead, what you should do is, okay, first of all, you shouldn't play video games while in class. So that's my first problem. I played video games, which because I was addicted. I didn't do anything else. I did have football training twice a week, but I like rarely ever went because I was playing video games. And yeah. But you might say, oh, video games help you with this, help you communicate with friends, help you reaction time, and blah blah blah. But in reality, why the fuck would you need quicker reaction times? I don't know, man. Some people, they will never succeed. Now you might say, what? That's outrageous. How dare you say that? But that's the truth. We always need. Some people will never succeed. Not everyone can succeed, because if everyone succeeds, then that's not important. That's why some people get a six-pack, because they know it's hard to get in, and people will know that it's good, because it shows you have dedication and hard work and discipline. You know? However, if everyone had a six-pack, it wouldn't be any special to have one, because we want to stand out in the crowd. We don't want to be with the crowd. That's the same thing. If everyone's successful, then no one's successful. Alright, so in order to become successful, you want to, first of all, quit the game addiction. So how do you do that, you might say? Well, first of all, you could try doing something else. You could read the book. Read the goddamn fucking book, bro. Read the fucking book. Study, for fuck's sakes, and you won't regret it. You will only regret playing video games. But you might say, oh well, my friends are on the video games. Bro, they're not your friends. Look, if they really were your friends, they would want the best for you. Do you think your friends want the best for you when they talk shit about you behind your back and don't care how you feel? Exactly. They only play video games because they're losers and they will never become successful. However, if you want to become successful, then don't hang out with them. You are the average of the 5 people that you hang around with. Do you want to become your loser friends who only play video games and eat junk food and go to bed super late and then wake up feeling super tired going to school? Go ahead. I don't mind. However, some of you will want to make that change. Some of you want to become successful. Some of you don't want to work 9 to 5 for 60 years or 40 years. And that's why I made this video just for you. Now it might be 10%, it might be 50%, it might be 1%. However, it's the people. I'm doing it no matter what, okay? So, yeah, you might say, oh well, blah blah blah. The game addiction, how you beat it? First of all, you need to replace your free time with something else. For example, like I did, I had football training, which made me quit video gaming at these times. However, it was just twice a week, and eventually like 7 days a week, 6 days a week, I play video games because I had nothing better to do. However, then I got into the gym, and now I can go there every day, no matter what time, no matter what day, I can go there. It doesn't matter. I can be there because I have so much free time. So, I want you to find that passion in your life. I want you to find that drive, something you can do no matter what time, no matter what day. Just do it relentlessly. And it might be hard for you to find this. You might begin to work out, you might start some MMA or boxing career, and then you realize, I don't like this. I'm just doing this because he told me to. So I want you to find out on your own. I found mine by going out in the woods without my phone, without any technology. I just have my water bottle, my bike, and I biked us to a mountain, climbed up, and looked at the sky, looked at the horizon. And then it came to me. Maybe I want to build my body. Maybe I want to get bigger legs. I think I want to get bigger legs. I want bigger legs. And then I went, shit, how do you get bigger legs? Well, you train. How do you train? You go to a gym. And then how do you go to a gym? Well, you search one up, look one in your area, then buy the membership and then go there. You know, you want to do it as many steps as possible, as easy as possible. You don't want to, oh yeah, I need to go work out. You haven't even bought a gym membership. So, what you want to do is, first, you want to know what you want to do with your life. Then, look it up, where is that place, or how can you do it. And once you know, oh, this is how you do it, then you look, oh, where are the places that you can do it? Oh, these are the places you can do it. And then how much does it cost a gym membership? Oh, it costs this much. And then you go on, you go there, you do your first training, you feeling. Of course, the first time you do it, it will be hard. Of course, everything is hard. Nothing is easy in life. Nothing is free. So, the only thing that's easy in life is playing video games with your friends that are losers and don't care about your life. Okay? Once you have found out that you can do in your free time, it might even be something simple as walking your dog. You know? You do that every day for 1 hour, maybe. Then you have 1 hour less that you can do. And there will be a compounding effect. First, you might only walk your dog for 10 minutes. Then you might walk it for 15 minutes. Then it might be 25, and 40, and then 1 hour, and then 1 hour and 50 minutes. The compound effect will want you to do that more and more and more. So, yeah. The second issue, or the second solution that you can do, is sit in the front of the class. Sounds simple, right? However, you know, your friends will be sitting in the back 100% because they will want to play video games. And if you sit in the front, they will make fun of you. And they will be like, oh, look at him, school's teacher's pet, blah, 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 and all that, you know? I know this from first-hand experience. However, at the end, they won't care anymore. If you become that person that sits in the front of the class, if you sculpt that into your identity, then you will become that person that sits in front of the class, and it won't be like different, and it will be normal. You know, you won't do it because you have to. You will do it just because that's who you are. You feel me? And then at the end, your friends won't care if you sit there or not, and they will still keep playing their video games and not do anything. And also, if you sit in the front, then you can't really play video games, because the teacher, he will come around, look at the first 2 tables or whatever, and he will see that you're playing video games, and then he will scold you, and you don't want to get yelled at by the teacher and go to the principal's office or anything like that, you know? You will need to focus on what he's saying. Look, just like you're focusing on me. Okay, bro, you got your attention span. Fuck, you're probably scrolling on your phone right now, playing video games as you're listening to me saying that you should play video games because it destroys your life. So pay a fucking attention, dog. Pay attention and listen to what the teacher is saying. You might bring notes, you know. Hold on. Just bring one of these. Write your notes on it, and then you don't even have to look at the notes after because it's unnecessary. However, if you do decide to look at them, it will make yourself remember more and more. You remember more and more of what the teacher is going through, and you will have a much easier time than your friends who don't remember what you did 3 lessons ago, and then because you wrote what date it was that day, you remember, oh, we did this, we listened to this, we watched this video, it talked about this, it talked about this. And then once you have that, you will be able to excel a lot better than your friends. Also, when it comes to studying, you shouldn't study the last day, because then you won't remember it. A famous scientist did this one time, a long time, like in 1800s or something, 19th century. He decided to come up with random words that didn't have any meaning, and then he wrote them down, and then he looked at them one day through the day, and then the next day he tested himself to see how many of the words he remembered, and it was a few. And then the next day he did the same thing, and then he didn't remember any of them, because your mind works like a clock. It goes to the next second and then forget about the previous one, you know? So in order for you to remember the words or whatever you are studying for, you will need to come on and do repetitions, you know? Like reps in the gym. You do a bicep curl, and then if you don't do a bicep curl, your muscle in the bicep you will get atrophy, and the muscles will disappear after a while, after about 3 or 4 weeks. Now the same thing is with your mind. If you read just one page one time, then in about 2 or 3 days you won't remember much of it at all. However, if you read a page one day, you don't have to read 4 hours, you know? You can read 5 pages one day, and now the next day you reread those 5 pages, because now you'll remember them at least 4 more days. And if you read them another day, then you will remember them a lot more. I think I will place a picture here to show you what I'm talking about and how it works, because the more you reread this, the longer you will remember. Even if you do it for, let's say, 2 weeks or 1 week even, read the same 5 pages for 1 whole week, you will remember them for at least 2 or 3 months. Now, of course, you will remember them eventually. However, if you do decide to do this, practice it, and then you will remember a lot more than your friends. And even if your teacher says, oh, what did we do last week? Or, do you remember the last test that we did? What was it about? You know, you will remember it because you did this training. And now you will remember them a lot better because you repeated them multiple times. You will remember them for at least 3 months if you repeat it for at least 5 days. Now, that sounds great and all, and it is. So, when the teacher puts out his study questions, whatever he gives you to study to the test, then you will, if you firstly answer questions or read the books or read the pages, whatever, now the next day you do the same thing, and then the next day you do the same thing, and the next day you do the same thing, you will remember them into the test. Even if it's 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, you will still remember them. Yeah. I think that's all I have today. Don't do it for her, do it for you. Peace.